Hello everybody, it's Joanna here, Joanna the Medium. Thank you so much for tuning in. These are going to be your general readings for the month of April 2017. And just like before, I have a slight change again in the way I did it. And Spirit keeps me on my toes. And I just think it's exciting that every month they ask me to do something different. So I think you'll enjoy it because I'm actually separating the reading into different categories. So what I have done in this month of April, I am using only major arcana cards as the overall energy for the month, and then I'm also using the chakra cards to see what chakra will be affected in April. For the remaining of the reading, I have separated them into three categories: love, relationships, money, career, and health. And then I'm using my soul cards so that you can get a feeling of what you get, which you guys really liked last time. And then I give you my interpretation. Now, the month of April seems to be interesting. I actually did the readings over three weeks or so I don't remember all of them. They tend to be a little bit longer this month than last month, and I'm not sure why that's happening. So I'm going to try to keep a lid on it, because sometimes if they get too long, then it gets a little bit boring. But what I wanted to say is this: if some information doesn't relate to you to relationships, maybe the information will connect with you with regards to money or health. So that's why I separated them, because lots of people want to hear different categories, and having them separated, I thought it was actually a great idea when my guide decided that we should do this. And I think next month I'm going to be using different cards again. So I'm keeping it interesting, and I hope you like all the different ways that I do this. It's different and it's kind of exciting, and you never know what to expect. So it certainly keeps me on my toes, and I hope that you enjoy it. I don't think there's anything else other than please tune into my radio show. If you would like to go and to my website and sign up for the newsletter, I will be sending out information with the show dates and also when free readings will take place. So go ahead, sign up, and I will send that to you. And I think that's all I have. So I hope you enjoy them. And of course, please, if you would like a private reading, you can check with me. That information is down below for you. And those are general readings here. So they will not apply to all of you, but they will apply to those who are meant to hear it. And without further ado, also please check out Vimeo videos if you would like for more extended readings. And I think that's all I have. See you in May. Enjoy April, and talk to you soon. Without further ado, let's get going. Welcome, sign of Sagittarius. This is going to be your reading for April 2017. Wow, I can't believe this is April already. I have 5 cards face down. I have 2 cards of one deck, 3 cards of another deck. I just like I mentioned before, I had a feeling of doing it in a slightly different way just before I started doing shuffling the cards. So I always trust Spirit that they know what they're doing. So let's see what we have. So the very first card, actually, when I was shuffling the cards and asking for overall message or the overall energy for the sign of Sagittarius for month of April 2017, I kept seeing the number 8, and I kept seeing the card of power. So I don't know what the cards are because they are face down, but there seems to be a message here surrounding power, inner wisdom, needing to take your power back, understanding your own power, having difficulties with power. And I don't feel this is external power. This is internal power. So let's see what the cards say. But the number 8 and the word power it was in my face. So let's actually see what the energy is, what card represents the energy for the month of April. And I have only used major arcana cards for this particular purpose. So let's see what we have. So the overall energy, oh, interesting. The overall energy for April is actually the card Harmony. It's the Lovers in a traditional deck, but it was shown to me in reverse. Okay. Now, don't worry. Just because it's in reverse does not mean that there is something wrong here. Okay, so what I have to do is I have to say this right away. Some of you are thinking, oh my God, my relationship is going to go bad. No, that's not at all what this means. What this is saying as an overall energy component for the month of April is And I'm actually hearing the words yin and yang. So this is very much an aspect of you, the male and female component, the yin and yang, the feminine and masculine. And the reason why it's being shown in reverse is because there needs to be some work done around your feminine aspect of you or masculine aspect of you. One of those areas, depending on who you are, seems to be out of balance, and it does seem to be around relationships, but we're not talking about relationships going sideways. That is not what this card is saying in this particular setup. It is about overall energies. It is also a sign that the month of April may make you feel slightly off balance in some areas of your life. He is talking, my guide, Rob. Rob is the guy I have right now, but they change all the time because some of you have asked, who is he? And I call him Rob just to give him a human name, but he is he's my guide. So basically, there seems to be an energy of slight imbalance. And this is an internal imbalance. This could be the way you feel about yourself, the way you feel about a relationship, the way you feel about a situation, or just could be that overall the month of April makes you feel slightly off. Okay. And it could also be mentally, you have a lot going on and you're feeling a little bit, I hear the word discombobulated. So it does not mean that your relationship is going sideways. And I know different people read cards differently. I don't read cards traditional way. I read them the way I am being told to say. So it's very much intuitive, which readers do. But what I'm trying to say is I don't read cards in a traditional way. So now the word power that we talked about earlier and this card signifying some imbalance, those two go hand in hand. So the next card, so this is the overall energy. The next card I picked is a chakra. So I said, show me the chakra that needs to be worked on in the month of April, or the chakra that is going to be highlighted for the month of April. So for those of you who do not know what a chakra is, those are energy centers, and there are 7 major energy centers, the top one being crown, the lowest one being, and when I say lowest, I don't mean hierarchy, I mean in this body, being root chakra. And so let's see what the card is. And it's actually the third eye. And when I see this card, I hear the words ability to see clearly. So it's very interesting because this card representing overall energies of feeling slightly off or imbalanced or out of harmony, out of balance in the month of April. And this card is about seeing clearly. So obviously, if one is not feeling balanced, chances are one will not be able to see clearly. And I hear this is around relationships, and this could be relationships around love. This could be relationships around family. This could be relationships in a work environment. So anything that you relate to with another human being. It could also be relationship with yourself, because this is very much about yin and yang, or feminine and masculine. So month of April, there seems to be a little bit of imbalance that might be happening for some of you. And for some of you, it's also around work area where you're not able to see clearly, and you're not able to see clearly what is in front of you or what the future holds as far as your place of employment, which makes sense that you would not be able to see clearly, and this area is coming up. Now, I want to ask if there's anything... If there's anything you can do, and the word I hear is be patient with yourself. Now, I know some of you, when I say that word, you guys freak out and you want to yell at me, and I'm just the messenger here. Literally, I'm a tool and a vehicle through which information flows. So if the month of April is proving to be slightly disharmonious, for whatever reason, you are being asked to have patience with yourself and others. Now, The next card symbolizes your love relationships or your emotional, actually it's relationships. So let's see what the card says. And again, just like last time in March, for those of you who saw my videos, I feel like there's so much energy trying to push through me. So if you hear me like I'm having difficulty breathing, is because that's actually what I feel like. There's so much trying to be pushed through me. I also heard the sign of Taurus. I am a Taurus, but that's not what I'm hearing. So some of you may be in a relationship with a Taurus, and Taurus, and my English is a second language. So, and I'm hearing the question, please be careful of your next steps with the sign of Taurus. This could be relationship, this could also be at work, or it could be with a family. So it doesn't have to be a love relationship. And I just heard the word triangle. So some of you might be in a triangle with a Taurus, you get it. So that's that. Now, let's see what the card represents. So I'm going to hold the card in front, just like I did last time. And notice if you get anything intuitively about what the card says or is. When I look at the card, the very first thing I get is patience. I hear the word patience, which is again what was said earlier. I also hear the words confidence. Now, interestingly enough, this lady is wearing, looks like a turban a little bit, and there's a lot of yellow here. Okay. When I look at this, it connects me right away to solar plexus. For me, that's where it connects to. And when I connect with it, aside of having patience, the connection with solar plexus, I'm being told, has to do with confidence. So I'm tying those two together as far as the overall energy and a relationship in the month of April. Some of you may be experiencing some disharmony around a relationship, which is what we talked about before. If that is the case with you, you are being asked to, again, be patient, but also have more confidence in yourself, more confidence in your ability, overall more confidence about you. Why is this being said? Because some of you, I'm being shown, you have a fear, what's the word, please? You have a lot of fears surrounding relationships. Okay, and what he's showing me is that a lot of those fears stem from your root chakra from your chakra root 1 and 2, or from your root chakra, which is chakra 1, and your chakra 2, which is sacral. I hear the word discontent. Some of you may be not very happy in a relationship. For some of you, it might be a marriage. And that's obviously not going to apply to all of you, because that's not who the message is for. It's not for all that will listen, but it is for a significant number of you. Be patient with yourself, for there is something on the horizon you cannot see yet. If you act too hastily, you will not receive the full benefit of what you're trying to achieve. And I'm not going to translate that because I have no connection to it. So this will make sense to you possibly at the end of April. Okay. And he's saying to me specifically 3rd to the end of April, when this message will make sense to you. For some of you earlier, but for most of you a little bit later. You are being advised to wait. Whatever the situation is in a relationship, you are being advised to wait. So if you are looking to get married, if you are looking to get divorced, if you are looking to walk alone or part ways, if you are looking to move in together, if you are looking to propose to somebody, you are being asked to wait. Why? Because the overall energy of April seems to be slight disharmony within you, and that leaves you feeling that you can't see clearly. Okay? Now, I want to talk work in the next segment because that is what it covers. So let me just see if there's anything else here. For some of you, you need to make changes around your relationship with your mother. And I'm hearing that your mother is aging. And for some of you, she is not in a great health. And you need to make significant changes in that relationship. Not because she's passing, not because she's going anywhere necessarily, but what I'm hearing is you don't want to have any hard feelings left over. For some of you, whoever this mother person is, I feel like she is mentally not quite there. Not because she is mentally ill, but because I feel like she's starting to mentally decline. Okay, so I heard the word Alzheimer's. So for some of you, you will have a mother figure. This could also be a grandmother who feels like a mother to you. And if you're harboring any hard feelings around a mother, you are being urged to please let that go. Not necessarily by speaking to her, you can, but by resolving some issues from the past within yourself. And then I hear the word forgiveness. So that is card about relationships. Now, the next card is all about finances, money, property, possessions. And I'm doing this because lots of you want to hear about that. And that's why I made this reading very different. I kind of wanted to divide them into all separate sections. So in the month of April, let's see what we've got. So this is about money, possessions. This is about work. And I'm going to hold this card again. See what you feel or hear or see when you connect to this card. When I connect with this card, I hear the words, examine your beliefs and allow yourself to receive. Now, this person seems to be engulfed in flames. I don't see this, to me, I don't see it as something that's danger. To me, I see it as this person is engulfed in their creativity. The flames to me signify fire, passion, creativity, the ability to use creative ways in order to achieve something, in order to produce something, in order to earn a living. The blue here on the bottom to me represents communication. So when I'm going to look at, there's a sign here. See, there's a sign here right there. It is a triangle. It's very not clear for me what I see, but I don't see well, even though I have contact lenses on. It seems to be a star. And it's interesting because when I say that word, I feel like what I want to say, you're a star. You're a star. Now, what I also see is, I don't know if you can see this, but it seems to be like there's another face here to me. That's what it appears, and it's looking in a different direction. Okay, so when I look at this card, aside from this things that I've said, don't look away from what is in front of you because you feel you are too scared or you feel you do not measure up. The world is for you to grab. Do not let yourself be taken by your fears. So that's very interesting. Now, this is about money. This is about work. This is about work, career. This is about possession. So some of you in a work situation may feel, or you may be hesitant about stepping up to the plate, stepping forward, or stepping into stepping into bigger shoes, expanding on your career goals. When I talk about it, this seems to be something that seems to be holding back. It's almost like there's a plexiglass between me and whatever is in front of me, and whatever in front of me is signifies abundance. So this is about money. This is about possessions. This is about abundance. And some of you who this is for, there is a reluctance for you to move forward either with a project, with an idea, creative project. It doesn't have to be painting. New business idea, new venture. I don't know why I want to say venture capitalist, but some of you will get this. Raising money. Some of you are I feel like you're creating something from scratch and you're wanting to start something, but there's definitely a hesitancy around this, or a hesitation. You are being urged to move forward with your idea, and do not let your fears keep you back. And that's the plexiglass. Now, the plexiglass to me signifies that nobody can see those fears, but I can when I'm giving you this message. Also, let other people know about this so they can help you. There are people who will help you with whatever endeavor you are on and whatever you're trying to achieve. So if you are building a new business, if you are building an empire, if you are raising money, if you are looking for other people to help you implement new ideas, anything to do with an endeavor, again, project, and I hear the word dynamic project, new business, anything of that sort, do not be afraid. But the communication piece is very, very important. Now, he's asking me to talk about the very first card, which was not seeing things clearly. And I can see that if you have fears around money, which, by the way, is all about root chakra, you might not be able to see clearly your future. And I'm also seeing the number 8, which was shown to me way before I opened the cards. There was power here. So if you're fearful, you're struggling maybe with feeling powerful, empowered, all that stuff. Now, let me just see if there's anything else. They're talking to me about property, selling and buying property. Some of you are thinking of either becoming a real estate agent, selling or buying property, or you want to sell and buy property, and I feel like you are sitting on the fence and you are being urged to look at this decision very carefully. Examine all the options around you. Do not listen so much to what people have to say, as in the naysayers. It's very, very important, because whoever you are, your idea is very good. So I don't know what idea this is, but if there's just one of you that goes, oh my God, this is so me, the message is for you. I also hearing the words, your father is very proud of you. And I'm trying to ask if this father is in spirit or if this father is past. Some of you, interesting, some of you have a father who you have not been talking to for quite some time. And I feel it's your decision. And whoever my guide is saying to me, your father is very proud of you. So if you have a father who you have not been communicating with for quite some time, regardless of your lack of communication, he is very proud of you. Some of you have a father who is in spirit. I'm hearing their name, Peter, Paul, P, something P, I want P, something with the letter P, and it's going to be mostly the first letter in the name as the letter P, or there's a predominant P in there. For some of you, there's a grandfather in spirit, and that will be your mom's side, which would be your maternal grandfather. He is very proud of you, and I'm being shown sheep with this person. So perhaps your grandfather had a farm, or he had sheep, or something of that sort. And okay, so they're saying to me that for those of you whose grandfather had a farm, he was a businessman. That's how he earned a living. So if you guys are thinking about doing a business, I feel like your grandfather is trying to reach out to you and saying, hey, you can do this, and you're like me, or you are a lot like me. And I hear P, the letter P, Peter, P, something very important or very strong. Now, last card is about health. Before I even turn the card over, I see the martini glass, and I hear the words congratulations. Some of you have overcome a significant health struggle that has been plaguing you for quite some time. Some of you had to deal with cancer, and I'm hearing the words congratulations. For some of you, you have had to deal with it the second time or twice, and I'm hearing congratulations, you have overcome it. So I'm going to hold the card again to the screen, and I'm going to, this is always the card that confuses me. How am I going the other way around? Sideways. He says sideways. Okay, let me just see. Well, let's just see what you can make of this. Maybe that way. Yeah, so I see an R or leg, arm, head. Okay, now I see. All right. Notice the color red. I hear the word abyss, and abyss, I don't want to translate what abyss means to you, but abyss to me means like, dark hole and you can't see what's happening. And notice the person is in red. Red is connected to, again, the first root. It's about safety, security. It is the primal aspect of our survival. Well, if some of you have been dealing with something like cancer, that makes perfect sense why you would be freaking scared, okay? So, but I'm hearing again the word congratulations. So that's not obviously for all of you. That is for some of you. It could also be for someone around you who has been dealing with cancer and you have been helping them, okay? For some of you, I hear let go of the drinking. So that would be the glass again, but now in a different way. Cigarettes, drugs, and actually when I was shuffling the cards, one of the cards came out and I felt it wasn't the right one for you. But he's asking me to say it, so I guess it was the right one at the end of the day. Some of you are dealing with addictions. And then I heard the word car. Now, I have no idea how car fits into this. If you have a car addiction, that wouldn't necessarily be a health hazard. Although, if you race cars, like on the streets, then that would definitely be a health hazard. So I can see that happening. Now, some of you, I hear the word liver. So for those of you who have issues with liver, certainly for those of you who have overindulged in drinking, you are being urged to take care of your liver, not necessarily because there's something wrong with it, but because, it's been taxed heavily with dealing what you are putting into it. Okay, some of you are moving away from GMO products, and this is a really interesting message actually, because he's saying to me, do yourself a favor, don't go overboard. And I'm going, really? That's the message you're saying to them? Like, GMOs are not good for you. And he's saying I'm not saying that they're good, but when you restrict yourself to the point where you're barely eating anything, well, that isn't good either. So when it comes to nutrition and food, you are being asked to take a balanced approach. Now, I can see that. My personal experience, my husband had an aunt who died of Alzheimer's, and though I'm not saying that is the connection, but for most of her life she went fat-free, and there has been gazillion studies done that when the brain does not receive proper fat, it will start to deteriorate. Well, she was quite young and she died of Alzheimer's. So, that is going health overboard. So this is the message here. So when it comes to health and nutrition, do yourself a favor, he says, be more balanced. Take a more balanced approach. Some of you need to take some more vitamin C. And for some of you, specifically here, he's talking about calcium, brittle bones. So some of you either have brittle bones in your family or history, or you are not eating enough dairy or milk because you can't, like I don't, so you have to get your calcium in different ways. And of course there's calcium in food as well, but you are being urged to take care of your bones. And I'm talking to those of you who are in your 40s or mid 40s, predominantly women, but also men with two. Some of you, please check your cholesterol. And I know I'm getting into real specifics here. I typically don't do that, but it's coming, so I'm passing this on. So not because there's something wrong, but because you need to take care of this, or you need to keep it down, or you need to lower it. And I'm hearing because either your father or grandfather passed from a heart attack, and there was some correlation here with high cholesterol in the family. So that is health. And all I hear is balance, 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 balance. So take a balanced approach to your health. Anything overboard becomes unbalanced. And unbalanced, well, typically comes out in the wrong ways. So that was fully packed, and I hope you like this. Let me know if you do, and let me know if you have any comments. Please comment down below. I love reading your comments. Thank you so much for watching this. As you know, I just adore you guys. And reminder, every other Monday I have a radio show and I do live readings, free readings, so you can call in. So if you go to my website, you can sign up for the newsletter and I will send you all that information and a phone number, and you can call in and have a free reading. And until May, I wish you a wonderful month of April. Stay patient and take a balanced approach to everything that you do. I wish you best of luck. Thank you so much for watching. And of course, if you want a private reading, that information is down below. And I will see you soon. Take care.